Testing 1 2. Now y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. It looks like one of my cords came out from the back of the my little sound effect things. I have my cords hooked up and it came undone. Sorry about that. I didn't even look at the damn Onyx on the bottom to see my little meter popping up. I can see it. I know y'all can't see it on y'all's end, but on my end I can see the little microphone going up, and I didn't even see that. Sorry about that. Okay, for the third time today. Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Jesse, and welcome to Questionable Sports. I already took my shot. If y'all missed it, sorry about that. I'm all, people. Somebody just joined and says, "Am I deaf or what's wrong with my volume on my phone or tablet, whatever they're watching?" But I do got some making up to do. I already took my shot for welcoming y'all, but today, Saturday I didn't get on to make my play off my bet, so I'm gonna do that right now. Alabama and Tennessee played. I picked Alabama. Alabama lost. So here's for that game. I'm doing good, Mom. How about yourself? Cheers. And the reason I didn't do it is I was on call this week or last week, and I can't drink while I'm on call, and I don't need video evidence of me drinking online while I'm on call. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to get in trouble. I do have people from work that watch the show, and I'm not sure they're going to go snitch me out. So I'm like, I doubt it that they would, but you just never know. People are people. But yeah, so that's why I didn't do it. I just didn't want to risk it. It was more important. My job was more important than drinking. So I didn't even drink the whole weekend. So like I said, I was on call, so I can't drink. But yeah, and another game that I picked Rutgers over UCLA. UCLA won, so I got to take a shot on that one. Oh. Ugh. Don't worry, I got a Gatorade right here. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we're close to the weekend, so it doesn't make a difference. But how's everybody else weekend and week going? But like I said, going back, we're going to be talking about who are the 49ers. We're going to talk about some games that are going on tonight. NFL Pick'em. Pick the games who I think is going to win. Do some Mavs talk. I was going to have a buddy of mine. He couldn't get on today. We're going to talk Mavs, but we're going to try next week to get him on. We're going to talk Mavs. He's a big, huge Mavs fan, and that's what I want. I want Mavs fans, Stars fans, Cowboys fans, all kinds of fans. I don't care what you're a fan of. I got a Giants fan on my show, so it doesn't matter. As long as you want to talk, I'm here to talk. We can talk all day and all night. Not all day because it's already passed. And then we're going to do Saturday games, some games that I'm interested to watch this Saturday. I hope y'all can watch. Question of the day, put a shot on it. Again, this is the only show I'm doing for the week, so we're going to put a shot on it. And the last word. It's my show. I always have the last word. So, getting started. Oh, I got to do one more shot. This is for the Rutgers UCLA game. Cheers. If I throw up, that's going to be crazy. Go to work tomorrow with a hangover. It's not good because I'm on forklift all day too. So, all right. Oh, there was some breaking news today. I don't know if y'all heard, but the Chiefs traded for DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans. The Titans will get a 5th-round pick. It could turn into a 4th round if the Chiefs make it to the playoff or make it to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Also on that, he has to play 60% of the snaps. So that's the way it's going to turn into a 4th-round pick instead of the 5th. But right now it's a 5th. They said it should work out the details and everything. It should be worked out later on today for the last I heard. So, and it gets me questioning. What is Jerry doing? Like, I hate knocking Jerry. I hate knocking the Cowboys. What I've always done is I root for whatever the team puts out there. I've always done that. I don't make the decisions. I may question something here and there, but I never really get into the detail or shit like that. So that maybe. So that's what I'm at. What is he doing? He's he sits there and says in the offseason he's all in. He doesn't make any moves, let players leave, don't sign one of the biggest free agents. I know a lot of people wanted a Derrick Henry, and maybe at the time they didn't have it. And remember, I don't know if y'all remember in one of the episodes, I told you they only had this much money in salary cap at the time, $2 million. Now they got almost the most, $24 million in salary cap space right now. If you're all in, use that money. What are you going to do with that $24 million? It doesn't carry over to the next year. Use it, make a trade, do something, because your office is trash. You're ranked, the Cowboys office is ranked 20th in the NFL, which is actually, you're like, damn, you would think they'd be worse. Yeah, no, his contract's at the end of this year. So when this season's over, his contract's over. So you have the defense is ranked. The actual defense hasn't been ranked too bad. They're actually ranked in the middle. They're ranked 17, I believe, if I saw right. Do you have the number? They actually got the number 2 passing offense, believe it or not. Number 2 passing offense, but the 32nd ranked rushing game. Come on, man. Like, seriously, come on. I want to say a lot. I want to cuss Jerry out. I want to cuss Mike McCarthy out. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be on their side because I'm a Cowboys fan, diehard Cowboys fan, love them to death. I mean, if anybody should be mad, it's me. I've been going to the games for the last 10 years now. 9 years we've been going to Cowboys games, season tickets. Come on, man. People are putting a lot of money on the line to watch these Cowboys play and to see them go out there every week and lay an egg and be this bad. Now, I asked before, who do you blame? The coaches. But it always starts at the top. Whenever shit goes bad, it's always starts at the top. In NFL, apparently, it's the coaches. In the Dallas Cowboys, you can't fire the GM because the GM is the owner. So it has to be the coaches. But I think it goes higher than that. It's not even the coaches. There's no winning aspect. It's all about making the most money right now. And that's what's pissing me off. But anyways, you got me off track. We're supposed to be talking about 49ers. So who are the 49ers? That's what we're talking about. 49ers, they are right now in a tough spot. We talk about the Cowboys being in injuries and stuff like that. So 49ers are in the same spot. But the good thing about the Cowboys right now is they're actually getting people back. The 49ers, they're not. They're losing people for a while. But just some of the big names that are out. Though the 49ers are 3-4, by the way, and throw that out there so you know. Christian McCaffrey, who's out, the running back, who's really good. They said he might be back. I was reading that they were saying he might be back after a couple of weeks after the bye, maybe after the bye. Zimmerman, I'm not sure what his contract was. Zimmerman's contract, I mean, I know they didn't sign him for a 1-year deal. It was going to be definitely 2 or 3 years. But I'm not sure what his contract looks like. But moving on. Dre Greenlaw, who's a linebacker, he's out right now. They said he'll be back a couple of weeks after the bye week. So I'm glad he's a good outside linebacker, really good outside linebacker for the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, who's out for the season with the torn ACL. That just happened last week, which sucks for them. Like I said, I told y'all before, I don't want players, like some people are like, oh, I'm glad this player's hurt. They ain't got to hurt the Cowboys and this, that. I don't want nobody to be hurt. The one thing is you want the best product out there, the best teams playing against the best players, because that's what makes a great game. And so to see some of these players go down, you're like, damn, they just gave him a big contract. He hasn't been playing very well this year, but he was going to have a breakout eventually. But I was hoping not against the Cowboys, and now it's not. You ain't gonna be able to see it because again he's out for the season with the ACL injury. Deebo Samuels is out, or he's questionable. He could still play, and for some reason Deebo always beats up with the Cowboys. For some reason, that's just how it is. But right now he has pneumonia. He was in the hospital. They released him. Hopefully he's okay again. Like I said, you don't want nothing bad to happen to these guys. These guys are just, professional athletes trying to make, entertain us, and that's what they're doing. So, like I said, I don't like people getting injured and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll be thinking, I was like, man, maybe I want this guy to get hurt on this play. He's pissing me off. But then I'm like, man, you don't want to wish that on nobody. Because what if that was me? So more on the 49ers. Their quarterback's Brock Purdy. He came out of Iowa State. If you watch college football, he was decent in Iowa State. Because I watched him because of the Big 12. And Iowa State, no matter who they're playing, Oklahoma, Texas, Baylor, when they were good, Iowa State always gave you a run for the money, and he was the quarterback that was there at the time. So he's a good quarterback. I think a lot of the NFL teams are starting to figure him out because he's not playing as well as he was the previous years. But he does have 1,841 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. What's up, D Fitness? What's going on, Dominique? You doing all right? I gotta do more. I gotta do more of the background, man. I've been looking up some videos and stuff like that. I got some ideas, but as of right now, I'm just trying to do different things, but not with the background just yet. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna put it in effect just yet. I'm probably gonna wait till after the football season or something like that. Start the new year, new background, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment. The running back, Jordan Mason, he's got 667 yards, 3 touchdowns. The 49ers are a big run team. He is questionable right now, but they said he should play, so he shouldn't be an issue if you're a 49ers fan out there. I think Dominique's a 49er fan. He likes to talk shit about the Cowboys. The receivers, Joaquin Jennings, 404 yards, 3 touchdowns. Deebo Samuels, 335 yards, 1 touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, again, I didn't put him on there because he is hurt. So what's crazy, what blew my mind when looking at this was the Deebo Samuels, 335 yards and 1 touchdown only. I mean, I thought they used them more, but apparently not as much as I thought they did. So their defense is good. Again, Cowboys going to be going against another good defense. Fred Warner's their leading tackler with 58 tackles, and he is the leading intercepting with 2 interceptions. Y'all sponsor my son to get more backgrounds. Shit, it's going to take more than 3 viewers right now to get sponsored, I'll tell you that much. But if there is a whiskey company out there that's willing to sponsor me, I will drink you. That's what I'm drinking now, whiskey. Not going to tell you which one. Cheers. So, again, they're going to get another good defensive end, Joey Bosa. He's really, really good. Cowboys tackles are going to have to step up. Their defensive tackle is what's his name? Kevin Givens has 3.5 sacks. So does Joey Bosa. They both have 3.5 sacks. So you're going to have problems in the middle, and you're going to have problems in the outside too. So the Cowboys just need to step it up. Their defense needs to step it up. Their offense line needs to step up. That's what kind of surprised me. I understand their center's a rookie and their left tackle was a rookie, but we should. I know a rookie was out for last week or a couple of weeks ago. He should be back this week. We're getting him back. Micah Parsons should be back. Tank will not be back. Carson, the corner, should be back. Kendrick, the linebacker, should be back. So we got some players that are coming back. So I'm actually watching a football game over here, so that's why you see me looking this way. It's college football. It's on commercial right now, but oh man, I have it on the damn thing. Oh, Jackson State and Mid Tennessee State are on right now. So, but yeah, so Cowboys are getting healthier. We just need them to get back to full healthy, get back to playing Cowboys football. I don't know what that is anymore. I just know they throw something out there and I just cheer for it. I can't even tell you what Cowboys football is anymore, to be honest with you. So, moving right along. That's all I got about the 49ers. Like I said, I do believe the Cowboys should win this. Hey, let me ask y'all this for the people that are watching. Why is it that Aaron Rodgers the other day had a terrible game, but nobody's talking shit about it? Bland should be back. Yeah, Mom, thank you. Bland should be back as well. But nobody's talking about how bad Aaron Rodgers is. But Dak has a bad game, and everybody's blaming the whole Cowboys losing on Dak. But nobody's blaming the Jets loss on Aaron Rodgers. Or nobody's blaming, who was it? Who's playing bad? Brock Purdy. They're 3-4. Why is nobody saying anything about him being bad? His stats are just damn near the same as Dak Prescott's. But they say Dak sucks. Come on now, man. There got to be some kind of fairness in here. I do appreciate the 11 viewers. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button. There is a notification. If you see that bell, click on that bell. It'll tell you when I go live, when I post a new video, because I do post videos like on Saturdays when I come and do my bet shots when I'm wrong, which is not very rarely. I went 3-2 last week, 5-0 the week before. So what? I'm 8-2 the last 2 weeks. Come on now. I know college football. So yeah. So next things up is tonight's game. We got NBA games. We got the Suns and the Clippers tonight at 9:00. Warriors and Blazers at 9:00, and the Bucks and 76ers at 6:30. There are more games. I just kind of did the more popular games, more ones that I think people will probably watch. I might put one on later on in the evening at the 9:00. I may watch the Warriors, Blazers, just to see what they're about. I want to see what the Clippers maybe be about. Hopefully the Clippers beat the Suns. I can't stand the Suns. Yes, I just picked a few games. I didn't list them all because there's a lot of games. Yesterday NBA started. I don't want to talk about NBA because every ESPN talk was talking about LeBron and the Lakers and his son. I don't give a shit about that. I was like, I don't know why they think maybe people do, maybe the Lakers fans, maybe LeBron fans do, but I don't give a shit about that. Baseball, Yankees and Dodgers play the World Series. Starts Friday. It's not tonight. They play at 7. It said 7:08, but I put 7, man. Don't give me no 7:08. It's bullshit. So 7:00. I know baseball's happy, and I'm sure this is what they wanted because you got two big markets here that are baseball markets. Last year with the Diamondbacks and the Rangers, you got two smaller markets. But so you got Major League Baseball, NHL. There's only one game tonight on NHL. It's the Flyers and the Capitals. Is on TNT at 6, so it's already on. And college football, you have Liberty and Kennesaw State, which is already playing on CBS SN, which is CBS Sport Network if you have cable. And the one I'm watching is Mid-Tennessee State University versus Jacksonville State, and that one's already on. So that one scores 14-10 right now. The Cavaliers are beating the Raptors 39-32 and the second quarter right now. So that's what we got going on. I just saw the ticker on the bottom. That's why I said that, to let y'all know. Let's see. Miguel, Detroit and Pacers playing right now as well, but no one watches Detroit. You know what? Detroit, when they had Ben Wallace and how you say his name? Hamilton? Richard Hamilton or whatever his name was. I used to watch Detroit. For some reason, I like that team. The Bulls and Pelicans just started. It started 8 minutes ago, but it still says the score is 0-0. That's weird. But thank you, Miguel, for letting us know Detroit and Pacers. Hey, I wonder how the Pacers are going to be this year. They were good last year. So that's a good talk. Hey, sister, welcome. Who's a hater? Devontae Adams, mom. Devontae Adams. You talking about the receiver from the Jets? The Jets just got. I didn't expect much from him in his first week because he just started. He just got there. You don't expect a lot. He's got to get down. He got to get the playbook. Yes, Maverick starts tomorrow. Miguel, if you don't mind telling me, I don't know what channel the game's going to be on. I haven't looked it up yet. Hey, no, LeBron. Listen, I don't hate LeBron. I just hate how it be off, like there's no basketball and they're talking about LeBron. I'm like, we're not even in basketball season. Why do I care about LeBron? Like ESPN that's all they did is LeBron. I think he's a great player. I'm not hating on him. But you get every team he went to and left, after he left that team in how you say it? Scandal. How you say it? I can't say the word. See, you got me all discombobulated because of the shots. But yeah, so look what he did when he left Cleveland. Look what he did when he left Miami after he left. And what's going to happen when he leaves the Lakers in one more year? No, I don't hate the fact that he played with his son. I just don't think his son's that good. How you gonna draft a backup in college? I understand his son was what you call it, Shambles. There you go. Thank you, Anthony. Shambles. Um, it was nice seeing him. I mean, it's cool. It's a sweet moment. It's a sweet moment. Not send him to the G League. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think he's ready. I think he's still young. Um, I'm not saying he's gonna suck. Maybe he can get better, but yeah. I got two people say send him to the G League. uh, but yeah. So where'd I leave off? Oh, the college football games that are going on. There's some good ones this weekend. We're not there yet. Hold on, we're not there yet. Don't get me. See, y'all get me excited when y'all start popping. I mean, y'all didn't get me started. I actually got myself started. Hey, don't get me wrong. If I had a chance to play with my daughter, we can't play no sports together. But I'm old. Two, she's a female. I don't know if there's any sports where they do co-ed any sports like that. I don't know. But that, I mean, it would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on that. I'm not hating the fact that he's playing with his son. What I'm hating is I think once he leaves in a year or two, that team's good. That team's you're right, pickleball. That team's going to be in shambles. And give it to Anthony Davis last night. He carried the team. Local softball leagues. Yeah, thanks, Tex. Thank you for joining the chat. Yeah. But that consists of me running. Do you see my fat ass running anywhere right now? I run two places, to the restroom and to go get a beer. It's the only time I run. All right, but moving right along. We got NFL pick'em. We got some games coming on this weekend for NFL. I only picked four games only, because I don't want to go through all of them and bore y'all to death, because it will get boring. And then if I do that, then I got to sit there and do research, and I never did that in high school. Why am I going to do it now? That's true. It's not his fault, but I feel like the Lakers are catering to him too much. I understand what they want, and I appreciate, man, thank you very much. The 8 viewers, the 16 views, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Please hit that notification, turn it on so you know when I'm on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Trying to get to 50 subscribes. But NFL Pick'em, here we go. The Eagles and the Bengals game, I think it's going to be a really fun game to watch. I think both offenses are going to be going back and forth. It might be a high-scoring game. That's my opinion. But of course, I'm not going to pick the Eagles. Let's go Bengals. Fuck that. We got the Falcons and the Bucks. This is another game I'm interested in watching. I think I'm going to do the Falcons with the Bucks losing one of the receivers. Mike Evans is having a hamstring issue as well. So I'm going to go Falcons. Let's go Falcons. The Bills and the Seahawks, I think is going to be a real fun game to watch. If you're a Seahawks fan, I think playing up there, the Bills are playing up there. I'm interested to see their Bills' new receiver. Who did they get? Amari Cooper. See if he's got more. I know he got a touchdown last week. See if he's got integrated into more of the playbook. So that should be a fun game to watch. But I'm gonna pick the Bills and the Bears in Washington. Bears defense is really good. Washington's offense is really good. Put them together. We'll see how that clashes. One thing is I'm not sure if the quarterback's going to play. He has hurt ribs. Talking about Jalen Daniels out of T-ball. I don't know. I asked her if she wants to play any sports. She doesn't say anything. So it's all on her what she wants to do. It's her world. I'm just living in it. But the Bears defense is really good. We'll see if Caleb Williams is going to play. Not play, but if he's going to play well. He's been playing pretty good the last couple of weeks, but he has been playing really good defense. Washington's defense is not great, but they're decent. So, but one thing you have to worry about is Washington's offense, because even when Marcus Mariota came in the game, the offense kept rolling. It didn't slow down. I'm like, damn, this offense is actually really good. So it's not. I don't know if it's actually the players or if it's the offensive coordinator calling the plays, but they're locked in. So we'll see. That's going to be a really good game. I think that's going to be a game to watch. That might be the game of the week for me to watch, besides the Cowboys and 49ers game. So, moving right along, we're going to start talking some Mavs. Mavs. So, like I said, I was supposed to have a buddy come on. He couldn't make it today. He's actually in the chat, Miguel. He's going to be on next week. We're going to get it worked out. He will be on next week. So, but again, what I'm going to do is the questions I had for him. Actually, I had him in the text message. I don't have it. What I'm going to have for him, I'm just going to ask y'all. I'll give you my opinion. If y'all just want to put in the chat what y'all think, that'd be great. So, the first question was, more about last year. How was last year's season? What do y'all think of last year's season and how the Mavs finished? Hey, what's going on, Coach? Thank you for joining the chat. I greatly appreciate it, man. Y'all making me look like I'm famous over here. I'm looking at the count over here, and I'm just about to. I'm starting to sweat because, y'all got me over here thinking people like me. But cheers. This is to y'all. I already had 3 shots today. Anyways, so last year's Mavs was a surprise to me. I was expecting them to make the playoffs. I didn't expect them to make the finals, to be honest with you. But the whole playoffs was so fun. Oh, thanks, Tex. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. You're a star in my eyes and shooting games. You're always in first place. Kind of pissed me off. Think you're cheating, but we'll talk about that later. Miguel says a successful season. I can't even talk. Successful season for a team that played like 4 months together post trade deadline. This is true. I actually forgot until you said that. I'm not giving Jason credit. I'm not getting Jason Kidd credit yet. Before the trade deadline, the team was not that great. They were under 500, and then they made the trade to get Gafford and they get PJ Washington. Was it PJ Washington or Gafford? But they made the trade and got those players, and then they started rolling. And then they got the final pieces. So GM, thank you. I'll give you the GM credit. You put a team out there that Jason Kidd doesn't have to coach. He can just throw out there. Nico Harrison, thank you. Thank you, Nico Harrison. Somebody tag him saying I said thank you for putting the team together. Not Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd doesn't even have to coach. Just throw him out there because he has the players down. So, but I was surprised. It was fun to sit there and watch the finals nightly. Even though they lost, I couldn't hate Boston. They didn't. It was fun just sitting there just watching the games and watching how just, man, the Timberwolves series was awesome. I love that. I love Timberwolves. They're a good team. I didn't like Oklahoma. That's the team I didn't like. I was like, man, I hope this team does not beat us. The team that I didn't want to lose to was Oklahoma, and they showed out. You a hater, Cream. Shut up. I still ain't giving. You know what? This is okay. If y'all don't know why I'm hating on Jason Kidd, is Jason Kidd, they had a chance to make the playoffs the year before. Was it the year before they beat the season they beat Phoenix in the playoffs, and they tanked the rest of the season. And I know it was Mark Cuban that said to do it, because he even came out and said he got in a lot of trouble. He got fined a lot of money. But as a coach, you still got to sit there and try to win the games. I mean, that would piss me off, because they still had a chance to make the playoffs. They decided to tank the rest of the season to keep their pick to get that's the one they got. What's his name last year? What's his name? The center. I can't think of his name right now. I know y'all gonna say it. The center they got on the draft. But they didn't get him in the draft, so I guess it wasn't too bad to tank the season. But I'd like to see him in the playoffs. If you're supposed to have Lively, thank you. Yes, Luca's back, Mom. If you get to the playoffs, you never know what can happen. You're supposed to have one of the best players in the league. And Luka, if he's going to take over a team and take over a game, he can do it. So you never know if he was going to win. You could have won the first series. Now you're moving on to the next series. You just never know. But you know what? Okay, there we go. There you go, right there. So first year took them to the Western Conference Finals. Second year, no playoffs. Third year's final. Oh, what's up, Chris? Thank you for joining. It's about time. You better get back to work. Ain't you past for your work time? No, I'm kidding. I know, Kareem. I said I know it wasn't his call. I know the upper management told him to tank the rest of the season to sit Luka, but that's what sucked. You know, people paid their monies to go see the Mavericks play, and you're gonna sit your best player because you want to tank the season. You know, people are paying. If you got tickets to go see the Mavericks, you're expected to see Luka play if you know he's healthy. And for them to sit there and sit him, what's the point of you going to the game? What's the point of you spending your money to go to the game? So, but last year it was an exciting season. It gives me a lot of hope for this season. I'm excited to see what the season's going to bring. The next question is, what do you think of the Mavs offseason? Like, what do you think of the moves they picked up? You know, I like the fact that they picked up Klay Thompson. I think it's awesome. I'm glad they got rid of Mr. Sir Brixalot. I already forgot his name. The one that gets hot and cold. I ain't calling out Mark Cuban. I like Mark Cuban. He bought us a shot, Cream. Cream, you remember he bought us a shot? You remember that? Don't forget, he bought us a shot. Mark Cuban did. You picked up a shooter and a versatile defense. Yeah. And you know, the crazy thing is like, he has one of the quickest release. So you can like literally just throw it out there to him and he's going to put it up real quick and it'll go in. So it's crazy how good he's going to be. And you're not even asking a lot from him. You're not asking him to be a number 2 or number 3. You know, you have those guys. You're just asking him to make his shot. That's all you're asking. Say, hey, just when we give you the ball, shoot the ball, make it. You know, be a defender down there. If he can stay healthy, if the Mavs can stay healthy, all in general, I think it's going to be a really good season, fun season. Kareem, question is do you remember that night? Man, I remember the shot. Do you think Najee and Grims is going to surprise a lot of people? That's good. I've been hearing some stuff about Grims. I heard that he's been doing pretty good in preseason. I didn't watch no preseason. I actually didn't want to watch any Mavs preseason because I wanted to go into this season just watching it fresh. I wanted to see what it was looking like. So I'm interested to see tomorrow's game to see how it's going to be. Hopefully they can pick up a W, but it's early in the season, so I'm not going to, they got to get used to working with each other out there in a real live game situation. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. But that's why I can't hate on Mark Cuban. So just in case one night we were down in Lower Greenville, and Mark Cuban walked in after they beat the Spurs. And me and Cream were in the same bar he was in. He ended up buying a whole round for everybody in the buying a round of shots for everybody in the bar. And so the bartenders, they were making all these shots. So they had all these shots on the bar, but there wasn't even a lot of people in the bar. That's what was crazy. So they had all these shots. So they were just handing them out and went bam, bam, bam. So we were just taking two or three shots that night from just that one when he bought a round for everybody because they just made too many shots. I don't know why they did that. But they charged him. He paid for it. They don't give a shit. So, next question is, what are your predictions for the Mavs this year? What do you think the Mavs are going to be this year? My prediction, I think they're going to be a great team. I don't know if they're going to be 1 seed or 2 seed. There's a lot of great. Was that night I was throwing up in a cup? You think it's 2nd seed? I think so I don't know if they're going to be a 1 seed. Damn, that's crazy. You think I know Oklahoma with their what's his name? The I can't say his name. But with him, he's awesome. He's a really good player. And not Chet. I'm not talking about Chet, their guard. I'm talking about their guard. I don't know if Oklahoma's going to be. Yeah, there you go, SGA. I don't know if Oklahoma. I don't think Minnesota's going to be the same team. Lakers definitely not going to be good. They're going to be decent. I see them as maybe a 5 to 8 seed right there for the Lakers. But the Mavs, I see them being up top. The side of the East is what's going to be tough. East is the last few years they've been the tough division to be in. So. Denver's good with Jokic, but I think Who figured them out? Who last year to beat them? Was it Minnesota? They figured them out. Wow, Minnesota got they ain't gonna be that good this year. They're gonna. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna be that good. Let's take that back. I take that back. They're gonna be good, but they're not gonna be a number 1, 2 seed. I say Denver maybe a 3 seed. I see the Mavs being I see Mavs being 1 or 2 maybe. I don't see them being unless like I said unless injuries would knock on wood that happens. I don't think Denver picked up Westbrook. Man, Westbrook he's washed up. Actually, no, he at the end of the season last year he started playing really good. I hope he ain't getting his mojo back because when he was good, he was good. Who lost? Oh yeah. But what do y'all think? Well, since I said that, what do y'all think about the Spurs or the Houston? Y'all think they're going to be anything this year? I think Spurs maybe they're going to be inching closer, but I don't think they're going to be there yet. Houston, maybe. Now I ain't gonna say be good. They may be playing doing a play in maybe. Maybe same thing with San Antonio. They may be in the play-in games, playoffs games this year. I don't know. It just depends on how the teams are going to be looking towards the end of the season, if they can all stay healthy. Here we go. Now this is one for everybody, and actually this is going to be the question of the day. It is the question of the day. So I'll do that right now. I fucked up. I'll do that right now. So the question is, who is your favorite Mavs player? And with the Mavs season starting tomorrow, let me know who y'all's favorite Mavs player is. All time, it could be Reese right now, back in the 70s, back in the 80s, back in the 90s. Growing up, I watched a lot of a lot of people may think I'm gonna say Dirk. I watched a lot of Dirk growing up, but I watched a lot of Michael Finley. Jason Kidd, Jamal Mashburn, Steve Nash. That's when I was watching a lot of basketball. So Michael Finley became one of my favorite players. Dirk. I mean, I'm not gonna knock. I mean, Dirk is the all-time greatest Maverick or whatever. But as just me growing up, I remember watching a lot of Michael Finley because back in when I was younger and my mid-20s, I didn't have cable. So whenever they would play on channel 27, I don't know if y'all remember that. I'm not sure if y'all are around here or not. They used to be on channel 27 on regular TV, and that's the only time I was able to watch the games. And I used to watch the games, and Michael Finley, man, he was so good. I got Dirk, got a couple of Dirks there. But yeah, that's the question. That's the question of the day. So y'all can still keep putting in y'all's answers in if y'all like. The last question is there a Mavs game that lives rent free in your head, like that you just remember, like, oh man, just thinking about this game hypes me up because so made a game winner, or so and so had a badass game and this and that. So if there's a game that lives rent free in your head, please let me know. Sean Bradley, Cream, shut the hell. Ooh, I gotta take a drink on that one, Sean Bradley. Man, what sucks with Sean Bradley now? He's paralyzed right now, but that was the worst. You knew that was gonna get a reaction out of me. That's why you said that. You knew that. It used to piss me off when they signed him to that big contract and he's trash. Oh my gosh. You knew that was going to get a reaction out of me. But the one game, there's actually, I may say 2 games. But one game was remember when the Mavs were down to Miami, and it was in Miami, and Eddie Nahara. Oh, I used to love Eddie Nahara. Oh man, when he came in the game, he turned. If the Mavs were like doing terrible, put in Eddie Nahara. He was going to come in and hustle his ass off and get the crowd excited. The crowd loved when he went in the game. You know who else too? JJ Braha. JJ Braha. Am I saying that right? Man, alcohol's kicking my ass right now. But yeah, even Dwayne Wade said that they had an issue playing against when he was coming the game. They had nobody to defend him. He was that good. But yeah, when the Mavs were losing to Miami in the finals, then Dirk kind of just took over the game and they end up coming back and winning that game. And I don't know if y'all remember when the Celtics were up by a lot, he had a better finals than LeBron. Yeah, you're right. Um, y'all remember there was a Celtics game where Celtics were up by a lot. It was a couple of years ago, and Luka came back and took over the game. He took over the game, and one of the shots he missed the free throw, got the rebound, threw it back up, and made it. And he was all sitting there excited, just like a little kid, just jumping up and down. And he thought when they interviewed him, they said he thought they had won the game. He didn't know that it was just a tie the game. So he was just like that's why he was actually so excited because he thought he had won the game. So that was pretty funny. But that right there remember me. I was like, oh man, I remember that. 'Cause I was watching that game live and I was getting pissed off because the Lakers. I'm not Lakers. I'm sorry, Mavs were playing terrible. They were like, I thought I was ready to not be a fan anymore. But nah, I would never stop doing that. But yeah, I was just getting pissed off because of how bad they were playing. And then they just started playing. They just clicked and they started going down and scoring, down and scoring, down and scoring. It was awesome. But that's it for the Mavs talk. Again, Miguel will be here next week, next Wednesday. Don't forget, my next live show like this will be next Wednesday. So moving right along, it's getting late, so we need to start moving. I need to start moving a little quicker. So we're talking about Saturday's games, college football. Yes, I like college football. There's some good games, but I'm going to do the more popular ones, so y'all can, hopefully y'all can have something to watch this Saturday. We got Syracuse and Pitt. Syracuse is 5-1. Pitt is 6-0. That game is actually on Thursday. That's tomorrow night. So if you have multiple TVs or multiple screens, please get on that. But yeah, that game's tomorrow night. That's gonna be a good one. Syracuse, Pitt's undefeated. Pitt's coming out of nowhere. Where the fuck they come from? I watch Syracuse. Syracuse is a good team too. So I think this game is gonna be really good to watch tomorrow night after or before or during the Mavs game. I know a lot of y'all are gonna watch the Mavs game. The next game, this one's actually on Friday. Boise State, UNLV. UNLV, everybody knows what's going on with UNLV with that quarterback quitting because he once didn't get paid or promised anything. Team keeps trucking along. They keep winning. They're 6-1, and they're playing against Boise State that's 5-1. Boise State is ranked 17. If you don't know what the big hype is about Boise State, they come from Pittsburgh. Duh. If you don't know, the big thing about Boise State is their running back. Their running back is really good. He's the number one. Harris. Harris what? It's Harris. What's his name? What was his first name? The point guard you used to like Harris. I do remember that you used to like him. So Boise State, yeah, the running back is the big deal with that. He's leading the nation in rushing yards and touchdowns. He's really good. But I mean, what was I gonna say? But Boise State hasn't played in the competition against a really good competition, so it's kind of hard to judge, how good he is. No, I'm not saying I don't know where they came from. I'm talking about, like they came out of nowhere. It's a school that nobody expected them to be good. Like they weren't expected to be any good. And that's what I'm talking about, Kareem. I know where Pitt's is at. Motherfucker, I ain't stupid. The next game is Texas versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is ranked 25, but they're 5-2. I don't know why they're ranked 25, being 5-2 against the number 5 ranked Texas. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this. Last Thursday, when I said that Georgia was going to win, what I tell you, y'all don't listen to me very much. You know what's funny? Is normally when Texas is playing or, going on, I'll be getting text messages from people like, oh, this, this and that. I didn't get no text messages. Nothing. Not one person text me saying anything about Texas. What happened? Don't get me wrong. I told y'all I'm a Texas fan. I like Texas. I'm not hating on them. I just like controversy. And I knew if Georgia won. Oh yeah, Oscar, you did say something. You and Anthony said something. Y'all said something about the third quarter. That was it. That Texas showed up in the third quarter. And that was it. But I like controversy. I like the fact that uh, with Georgia winning, that they had it was going to make things more difficult for the committee, for just people in general. And I had, it was crazy. I had somebody tell me the next day that they felt like Texas should have dropped to 10. Nah, Texas is right where I think they perfectly need to be at. Tomorrow night, it's see, you gonna get me lying. I don't like lying. I'm looking it up right now, Mom, real quick. Rams and Vikings are playing tomorrow night. Vikings should win that game. To be honest with you, Cream, you said that you did say that no team will go undefeated. I think there will be a team that might go undefeated, but it won't be a great. Well, I'm trying to think of the undefeated teams because Army and Navy are both undefeated, and they do play each other at the end of the year. But Navy actually has a tough game, and that's one of the games I have on here to watch, which I have next. Notre Dame, number 12 Notre Dame at 6-1 playing Navy, number 24 Navy at 6-0. So that's going to be a tough game for Navy to win. But wait. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah. Damian Harris, that's his name, Damian Harris. Point guard for the Mavs back in the day. But yeah, so Navy should be tough. But again, Army's undefeated. Army hasn't lost. They've been blowing teams out too, and they run the option. So Navy runs the option as well, but they've been sitting back in shotgun, throwing the ball as well. So that should be a good game, Notre Dame and Navy. So I do think Notre Dame should win that game, but we'll see. You never know. College football. The last game I got on here is number 8 LSU versus number 14 Texas A&M. They're both 6-1. They are playing at Texas A&M, so that should be an interesting matchup tomorrow, Saturday night. That's the main game Saturday night. If you ain't got nothing going on Saturday night, turn that game in. If you ain't seen Texas A&M field, they call it the 12th man. That stadium, there's going to be jumping tomorrow or Saturday night. So highly recommend watching that game as well. Moving right along, we have the question of the day. We did the question of the day. So now it's time to put a shot on it. Since we're talking college football, put a shot on it. I got Illinois, 20th ranked Illinois versus number 1 Oregon. I'm gonna go Oregon, but Illinois ain't gonna be no joke. They ain't gonna lay down for Oregon. So, but I do think Oregon has their handful, but I think they're rolling. So I think they're gonna win. You think they got lucky? Georgia got lucky. Yeah, Georgia got lucky. I think, you know what? Honestly, I think they did. I think they came into a point right now because if you watch Eric's career, he's been up and down quarterback. Well, he'll be real hot. He's like one of the best quarterbacks, and then he'll go into the lows where in the middle of the season where he's not, he's just an average quarterback. Hopefully he'll get back hot, and normally he does towards the end of the season. So we'll see if he does or not. The next game I've got Oregon over Illinois. The next game is Oklahoma State versus Baylor. Of course, I'm going Baylor. Booyah. They did beat Texas Tech last week. They blew them out. Well, it wasn't a blow. It was 52-34. But Texas Tech was 5-1 until Baylor beat them. So Baylor, I think, with Baylor, I just feel like that they have the team, not the team that win like a national championship, but a decent team. I think hopefully they may have found themselves this week. Hopefully they found themselves last week with Texas Tech. So we'll see. Boise State versus UNLV. I'm gonna go Boise State. I do like what's going on in UNLV with them, winning even though their quarterback's not there. But I do want Boise State to keep winning so they can get into playoffs. Missouri and Alabama. Both teams are struggling, but I'm gonna go with Alabama. Hopefully, Alabama gets all back on the right foot. So that's why I'm going to Alabama over Missouri. And the last one, this is from Scotty. This is the one he told me to pick: Texas Tech versus TCU. Again, if y'all want me to pick a game to put a shot on it, please say in the text. I'll write it down. If I'm wrong, I'll take a shot on Saturday. So he said Texas Tech and TCU, and when he texts me that, I text him back, I hate you, because he knows I hate both them teams. They're both Baylor's rival, but I hate TCU more. So I'm gonna go Tech on that. So that's. Let me make sure I write that down or circle that so I know. So, yes, Baylor won, Mom. I told you, they are the best. So, last but not least, wrong button. It's the last word. Of course, like I said, it's my show, so I get the last word. As you can see right up here, ladies and gentlemen, I got 26 subs. Again, if you ain't subbed yet, please do so. All you gotta do is just hit that sub button, trying to get to 50. If I can get to 50, we'll figure something out before I get there. Or, we'll get to 50. I'm gonna start with 50, then we're gonna go 100, and then we'll go from there. But every time I hit a goal, I'll do something. Maybe giveaway. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out when I get there. Hopefully, we get there soon. But please hit that sub button if you ain't done it yet. Hit the like button. Turn your notifications on. That's what it is. Don't forget to hit the like and sub button for me, please. Next show is Saturday at 9 o'clock. That's when I'll pay off my bet. So be there, be square. I am not on call this week, so I would definitely take my shots at Saturday at 9. No matter where I'm at, I'll stop what I'm doing to do it, to get her done. October 30th, which is next Wednesday, I will be doing a Halloween show. That's going to be the only show I'm doing for the week. Again, I'm just doing a Wednesday show. So feel free to join. I don't know if I can play any music because I don't know if I can get in trouble. I'm not trying to get in trouble. And last but not least, happy anniversary to me and my wife. Thank you, babe, for being with me for 9 years now. She put up with a lot of my bullshit. I'm not a perfect man, but she makes me perfect whenever I'm around her. So I appreciate that. I'm not taking my shirt off, Kareem, but again, thank you. Tomorrow's my anniversary. I've been married for 9 years. So I appreciate my wife a lot. She never tells me not to stop drinking. She'll just tell me to slow down. Like, that's one thing I appreciate, that she's never, like, people, I heard people say, oh, she make you stop drinking. She never make me stop drinking. She never told me to stop drinking. She just said, hey, you're drinking too fast. Slow down. Slow down. It's not water. So, I've done more things with her than I've ever done in my whole entire life. I've seen a lot of places, and we're not even done. We're still going to start traveling a lot more, hopefully. So I'm excited to see what we got going on. Let's see. We've been watching college football all day Saturday and some Friday. Oh, folks, yeah, they do is sit around and do shit. I'm telling you, college football. I said this before. What I got planned for? We are going out to dinner, and then my daughter's school's got a fall festival going on, so we're gonna go to the fall festival at her school tomorrow night. So, nothing. We ain't rich like you, Kareem. We can't just go and do fancy dinners. But yeah, so yeah, been married 9 years. I've done a lot of stupid shit. She still loves me, I think. So, but yeah, so that's all I got for today. Anybody got anything else? On Saturday, we got other plans. We got some stuff to do on Saturday. We actually we got a busy schedule coming up this next week and couple of weeks. So it's fun. It's fun stuff, Halloween shit and getting ready for Thanksgiving and stuff like that too, coming up, and Christmas and all that stuff. So I like holiday season I like when it comes around this time. I like it, but it goes by really fast because like 1 minute you're like, are you getting ready for Halloween? And then Halloween's done. Now you get Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving done, and then Christmas. December just flies by. It just feels like you better shut up with the TCU. And it's probably Bill telling you TCU. I'm telling me TCU. Yeah. Once December comes around, because I love Christmas, so once that comes around, that time just flies by, and I'm just like, man, it was here, and next thing you know, we're in January, and we're like, boring time. Now all you got to do is focus on work. It's all you can do. But I appreciate y'all being here. Man, I appreciate y'all being here today. 21 views. I appreciate every one of y'all that joined the chat, that is in here, talking. Secret Santa, I'm always down for Secret Santa. You gotta be a limit though. Don't be trying to make me pay $100 to somebody I don't like you. No, I'm kidding. But I appreciate it today. I think this is one to be my most viewed shows that I've done, and I greatly appreciate that today, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. But y'all have a great evening. Don't forget the safety first, then teamwork. If you're out running the streets, be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you do, stop, drink, and then drive. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you.